style and think that, like Socrates talked about this, where you learn one thing aspect in life and then you think that applies to everything, because that one thing is real, but there's more to it than that. And I believe there's more to PvT than the one style we're talking about.
You know, I think we got lots of gems from you, Vadi. In terms of quotes, I like the Socrates one you just mentioned, but the other quote that you mentioned is about how the races are multifaceted and that there are races within races, so to speak.
What is this map, by the way, in this free-for-all?
This free-for-all is... What map is this on? I think they picked their own map.
I'm not giving Quark a chance to defend himself here. I'm just moving on.
I think it's Polypoid. Yeah, it looks like it. Alright, gentlemen. Our free-for-all, E and F rank.
E and F rank, you're saving the best for last time.
Best of one. No, we got one more after this. It's the Infested show match where the Zergs make Infested Terrans.
Wait, so let me get this straight. You're telling me E and F ranks these days have 300 APM? I don't understand.
At the beginning of the game, yeah.
So top right, we got 10
Well, someone else has 36 over here.
Tandordraco. In the bottom right, we have our finest community member. Is this Discord from our Discord? His moniker on BattleNet is this Brood War? And I'm sure he'd put a question mark at the end of that if he could.
I think the most is this Discord moment of this game was him typing Operation Seawall but misspelling Seawall, and then putting a smiley face after that.
In the bottom left, we have, who is this? IMP. So is this Discord and IMP, I believe, are considered F rank. In the top left, we have A-Bug. I guess he would consider himself an E rank, and so would Red.
I mean, I'm making fun, I'm poking fun at you, but I'm rooting for you actually.
Me? I had no idea what I was doing. I just kind of guessed.
Yeah, everyone got to start somewhere, you know.
I think it's a pretty good guess here. You made it funny. Cool. Are you gonna make some Zerg mix?
Which race do you think is the best in free-for-all?
That's a great question. I mean, I feel like the free-for-all games, the high-level free-for-all games we've seen, like people generally play their own race.
Yeah.
But it seems like what usually happens is you see, you know, Terrans just kind of like taking the map slowly and methodically, like Terrans do, and then Protoss is kind of like just building up a giant carrier army, and then kind of roaming the map to see, like, kind of like waiting for, you know, people to duke it out while they build up this giant carrier army, and then trying to just like smash through with that carrier army. And I don't know actually, you know, I haven't kept track of the records on who's won the most in the free-for-all matchups.
Grind Boss. I invite Vadi all the time. He played once, I think, and then he's like, you know what? I love the spirit of it, but I'm not playing.
It's just not for me. It's too stressful.
It is difficult.
And it shouldn't be stressful. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just supposed to be for fun.
I'll say a lot of times, like, that single game goes on to like the first couple of FFAs we saw went on to like an hour. Everything was mined out, and people were using like trying to find the most efficient strategies where they wouldn't like actually use up resource costing units. For example, we saw mind control come out. We saw spawn brooding.
Those are the A and S rank free-for-alls. Yeah.
Wild. Yeah, we saw like a lot mass festival with defensive matrix all over the place.
I think DeVault was in that one, and Suzuki. Yeah, DeVault didn't play anymore after that. Because you get attacked by two people, and you're like...
Oh yeah, DeWalt, it's so sad because he actually took down someone like really early on that game. So he actually killed someone. But then he ended up just like that cost him so much resources in the early game that he just got destroyed by someone who just, I think he got killed by Casper, who just double expanded while he was focusing on killing
them. It's only worth it if you take the guy's expansion whom you kill. Otherwise you're just hurting yourself, you know.
Welcome, Caster Muse. Thank you so much for joining.
Hello.
Always a pleasure to have all you gentlemen.
So I had this concept where maybe like, you know, and it would be more money. So I, you know, Ox, feel free to veto this, but like there would be some sort of like community voted like award for FFAs where like not just the winner wins, but like whoever thought, you know, whoever the community thought had the most impact that game would also win.
Yeah. You could have like spell achievements and stuff like that. Who nukes? Who does this?
Is green just hanging out there, or what? In the... Oh, green is attacking me.
You're doing pretty good, my friend, for just installing StarCraft and playing a free-for-all here.
Yeah, I actually question, are you actually playing this, or did you like write an AI to play this for you? I'm just curious.
You probably could.
So, I started watching people play Zerg, and I was like, okay, maybe if I do like Zerglings and Hydralisks with a second page or something. So I didn't really know the build order. I just kind of guessed at it.
You play Team Fortress too, right? So I'm sure some skills are transferable.
I don't know.
I mean, what you're doing is very reasonable. You took an expansion, you know built units in a stack defense to defend it, and I think all you need to do is just have like a longer term game plan in terms of like, you know, getting your economy running and figuring out what units you want
Drones.
to really build in the mid game.
I'm not sure if that's really your mineral count or if the resource bar is broken.
See, I just didn't know what to do with them. I was like, I need to build something else that's not a Zergling, but what should I build? I didn't really have the gas to do it. So here
Hatcheries.
I'm starting the gas, but...
Because you don't have enough larvae to absorb all those minerals, so you can probably get another hatchery in there.
Yeah, so let's take a look at what the other players are doing in this game. So green has already had mutas. He's actually doing a lot this game. He put a bunch of pressure on his Discord, got mutas, and I mean, is this just lights out for the Protoss?
So these are the two. Well, actually, I guess A-Bug is picking on an F rank, and Tan just lost all his probes.
Okay, so he withdraws for some reason, but I guess that's okay.
Yeah, that is kind of funny stuff.
There's a black spell in free-for-all that I wonder if we'll see later. Only Protoss players can cast it, but it's considered a BM move in 1 vs 1. But in free-for-all, it's actually really good, and it's literally when you mind control on the work and you get 2 minutes free. If you do that, and in free-for-all you could actually do it, because people tend to leave each other alone. Although this game isn't going that well, you just win if you get it. You just get 200 more units, and it's crazy.
Mind control. Right?
Body, you gotta play one of these free-for-alls, Body, and show us how it's done. Show us the way.
What's the
Play Protoss and show. You said you got the A+ in Icy Cup, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean,
know you still
years
got it
ago.
in you.
I don't play second Protoss. Yeah, when I do. I say that so that people can't say I don't win with my race. They wind up in balance, and I say I pull the race card essentially. My best friend is black, you know.
If you jump down to the bottom left, you'll see that I'm attacking blue.
Thank you.
Oh wow, this is very nice. This is very nice indeed.
I'm almost blind with these colors on the mini-map.
You know, like I don't know if you were purposely targeting that pylon, but I think you gotta just like make sure that there isn't another pylon also powering that cannon, because that could cause a dent in your strategy.
Oh no.
I had no idea how to counter this meetup attack, and my Hydralisks were way too slow.
Yeah, that's the issue with them.
So I try to chase them around, but I'm just like... What?
I don't think you have the speed upgrade.
So is there ever like a world in which you could have some combination of Hydras plus, like, I don't know, maybe Queens to slow mutas down, like beat mutas? Or is that just...
At this point, I think having Hydra speed for him would have been useful, and some spores.
I was so surprised Bug pulled out of that, because he could have just out-microed me, and then Red over here is coming in to like save my last
Yeah, I feel like he's being a good sport. A-Bug's a cool dude, and he's trying to keep the free-for-all maybe going. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, there are a bunch of Zealots coming to his base.
I guess one of the things that I haven't seen like happen as much in free-for-alls, and I really think should happen more, is the diplomacy aspect of it, where like, and I don't know if it's considered BM, but if you say something like, "Hey guys, this person, you know, is taking the whole map. We should probably gang up on him before he just."
It's allowed. I think Grindboss probably did that a few times. Or that could just be a rumor.
This game type is before.
Free-for-all best of one? Can we get you in a free-for-all one day, Castanews? No.
No.
It's stressful, right? Well, these aren't supposed to be stressful.
Because I think this thing is complicated than melee games. So
Yeah. Yeah, I can totally see. I mean, like, would it be considered BM if you said something like, "Hey, you know, this person's army is in my base right now, so you should definitely, everyone else should attack this person." That'd probably be considered BM.
Because this Discord got eliminated.
It was really that 1, 2 cards from 3 and 1 to 3. I just didn't have enough time to build any defense to back up.
I thought you would play Protoss too. Your Zerg was good. But I wonder if your Protoss would have been better. I asked Caster Muse if he could find pro gamers for free-for-all. But the
So
price of it would be very hard, I think.
Caster Muse has the, you know, the inside track to the.
I don't make sure if pro gamers will join this match because in Korea there are so many leagues now. For example, Destruction Wars, and I'm also organized on other leagues, and Ultimate Battles, KCM Leagues Wars, so many leagues in South Korea. So I don't make sure they will join this.
Yeah, I think you're right. It's a nice way of saying they're not interested. I'm still trying to get some of the amateur Korean pros in your wonderful Discord server. I've messaged them all and said, please just play each other in a show match. There's Art User, there's Disney, there's Ice, there's JYJ, Sandora. But it's very hard to organize those for some reason.
I mean,
I will have to game.
I would say, you know, if the price is right, they'd probably do it.
Oh, they're all interested. I've spoken to them, but
really, okay.
I think part of it has to do with time zone differences. So I'm sleeping when they're kind of awake, and somebody has to set them up. Like, players won't really do it by themselves.
So what's usually the price, like, for like an FFA? Is it just $5 or is it $10 or?
$10 for best of one, but when I was referring to the amateur pros on Caster Muses, I just meant 1v1 best of fives.
Oh, I see. Got it.
But they said they would be interested in free-for-alls too, so it'd be cool to get one.
Because in South Korea we never organized free-for-all leagues, so it can be fresh air to South Korea.
Okay. Yeah.
But I'm not sure they will join or not.
Yeah, I think one of the challenges with FFA, right? Like, if you wanted to prevent it from becoming like a, you know, just play as safe as you can, so that you don't get, you know, if you overextend, leave yourself exposed to a counterattack, like that ends up turning into like a 1 hour game where everything gets mined out and people just play very safe. And so I think, like, you really do need maps that are tailored towards FFA, where it's kind of like there's a time limit where if you play too passive, then you're just gonna lose because maybe you don't have enough resources.
A lot of the FFA maps are actually huge. There's a FFA Discord and community, and Excalibur, the map maker from our Discord, makes many of the maps.
Yeah. I guess I'm just thinking, like, you know, in the, you know, those like the FPS last win thing,
Yeah.
Battle Royale games. There's always some like forcing function that penalizes passive play, right? So I feel like in an FFA, to keep things interesting, you want to have maps that do that, and perhaps it's like, you know, there's the more you expand, the more resources you get. Like maybe there are more resources towards the center of the map or something like that. To kind of encourage that kind of aggressive play. But
I'm surprised Bug tapped out here.
Yeah, I'm surprised Red is still in here. He said he's
There's a 1v1 now.
No, I'm sorry. The dark blue is the F rank player. Red and A-Bug were the E ranks.
Yeah, but I expected Bug to stick around because he could have easily had a couple early game leads and wins.
Yeah, like we were saying earlier, if he just stayed in the red space with his mutos.
He was pretty active. He kind of attacked everybody, got attacked. But Red also got attacked by A-Bug, I guess. I don't think anybody else really attacked Red.
I mean, I feel like the writing's on the wall for blue.
There's a skill gap here for sure, right? 2 F ranks and 2 E ranks. Well, one of the nice things about Free For All 2 is you can go to the broodwarmaps.net site and just find all kinds of wonderful maps to play on.
Okay.
So finding maps that fit like your criteria, there's like really small 6-player maps.
Right.
One of the issues with those is the power of siege tanks and not being able to like leave your base because you get sieged in.
Yeah.
We've had one free-for-all like that. I think it's by Freakling actually, and it's called Times of Splendor. We showed it a few weeks ago. It was fun. Oya was in that one. But all the Terrans pretty much sieged the whole map.
Got it.
So I believe this is maybe our 9th or 10th free-for-all. And Rend won it.
So Ox, we have one more match tonight.